Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hope everyone had a great trading day today. Markets were up big today. All right, the Dow was up quite a bit, almost 700 points across the board. So Dow, S&P, Nasdaq, and Russell were all up today, but hasn't changed, right? Hasn't changed the overall structure of the market. We're still bearish. All right, so let's get right into it. All right. All right, guys. Okay, so the Dow was up 683 points for the day. The Nasdaq was also up 464. S&P was up, and the Russell, right? Russell was also up. All right, so Russell IWM 2.38%. That's a big day. S&P 2.30, all right, percent, and Nasdaq 2.87%, and the Dow 1.76%. All right, so big moves, but again, hasn't changed the overall structure on the equity markets. Okay, so let's go. Let's get right into it. So the S&P, although we've had some, I know we were down yesterday, but overall, if you guys look here, all right, so here is our trend line here, all right, here was your low, right, nice trend line. This is where we broke the trend line last week. We gapped down, all right, let's move this up here. We gapped down. And since then, we made a low here. Low here on the S&P was right at 5,110. And since then, we've been making higher lows, okay? So that's good, but we need to recapture, okay? We need to recapture that trend line to become bullish again on the S&P. All right, we need to recapture that trend line right about here, and then capture support. So I would say a number of 5482 is where we would need to get to. All right, just to think about becoming bullish again. We'll still need a buy signal, but at a minimum, we need to recapture previous support, which is resistance. Recapture the trend line. Okay. Now, this is what could happen. You know, sellers can certainly come back in. All right. Hey, Tamara, welcome. Certainly, sellers can certainly come back in. So right now, this is where we are. All right. So that's our markup right there. That's our trend line. And here we've got our markdown phase. Okay, so we're in the markdown phase. So red candles here, our red moving average. I know it's hard to see right here. So guys, we could see sellers come back in. Okay, so I know big update right on the S&P, which is right here. We've been price been making high, moving higher. Now that's to be expected. All right, that's to be expected with the type of selling we had in the market. So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by these moves. Okay. Again, if we recapture support, all right, that's resistance now. Previous support becomes resistance. If we recapture these moving averages here, all right, recapture that trend line, this one right here, okay, then we'll consider it. Okay. But right now, there's a lot more buying that has to be done, okay, on the S&P. So again, don't be fooled by this daily buying right now, okay? Keep an eye on it, but we can't trade it yet. If you're trading intraday, that's a different story, right? If you're trading the smaller time frames. But how we trade, right? We just be careful. Hey, Weebly, welcome. Same thing on the NASDAQ, guys. All right, so on the NASDAQ, we're in the markdown phase on the NASDAQ. All right, and the NASDAQ, again, was up today. Okay. All right, so up and few days up. Here was the low. Okay, but again, we see this all the time, guys. Sellers will come on back down. Not saying that they will. All right, but they can come on back down, start testing support. All right, for the NASDAQ, we would have to do this here. Hold on. All right. So the NASDAQ, we would basically have to recapture support right here. All right, so we'd have to we all the way down here, guys. We'd have to recapture that trend line. All right, recapture that trend line right here, recapture resistance right here, and then get a buy signal. So we are a long way from that. Okay, all right. All right, so that's the NASDAQ. And again, we have a sell signal on the NASDAQ. I have to remind you guys of this because follow the process. The Dow, hold on. Why are the charts doing this? All right, the Dow, guys, is, hold on. All right. All right, on the Dow, all right, so here is our trend line on the Dow. Let's bring it right about here. All right, so here we are here. Yes, we've had a couple of days of buying here. On the Dow, to become, just to think about being bullish again, it's got to recapture support. Let's bring support right here. Now it's resistance, so we got to get all the way up here. All right, we need to see white candles, green candles, and then a buy signal to become bullish again, okay, on the daily time frame. All right, so a long way from that, guys. I'm not saying it can't happen soon, but currently we're not there. And on the Russell, we're back within a tight consolidation. And we're not seeing much from Heat Seeker. I think we've got 40 in Bullmaster, about 13 in Stock Boss. All right, so the Russell IWM small caps, we're back between support and resistance here. Gap down, and now it's in here. Even if it breaks through that resistance here, boy, a lot has to happen to become bullish again in the IWM. For small caps, okay, the Russell. All right, we're seeing more of the sectors going neutral and red, fewer that are going up, okay. The VIX, however, did come down today, still above 20. Yesterday, what was it, 27? So now it's at 23. So it's come down a bit. So that fear factor is not as high, all right, but compared to where we were, all right, a month ago, right, we were all the way down here in the 12, 13, now we're 23. Again, anything above 20 all right, starts the fear, right? So 23, it has come down. Still a concern there, okay, with the VIX. The dollar index, still be careful, guys, with trading the dollar pairs. We are seeing alerts come through, but they're all over the place. Okay, so just be careful with that. All right. Ideally, again, we would like to see buyers come in. If we take a look at, we might want to do this with the dollar index here. This might help. Because it doesn't look like the dollar wants to move higher. It looks like it wants to move lower. All right. So let's do this instead. Because we're hoping that it gets through that resistance up here. But I think based on the price action, it wants to move lower. Okay. So here, markup phase, I know it's very, very choppy here. Okay. But this is what we want to pay attention to. If you guys look here, we made a high here, and since then it's been making lower lows. Okay, it's been going lower, lower, lower. So we really need to be paying attention to support, okay, areas and not resistance areas. Okay. All right, so we have support or lower right here and then here, but the idea is it's going to move lower, and it's not a great short. And the shorts that the better shorts are in the yen pairs. Okay, but we'll keep an eye on that. Very, very choppy, but we need to change it because the direction right now, it is in the markdown phase. Right, we were hoping to find support here, and then, you know, resistance up here. So you guys get the idea. Okay. All right. The MAG 7, we've had some buying. So let's see if that has changed anything. Okay. In the magnificent 7. NVIDIA right here, guys. Markdown phase right here. Buy signal here. It's trying to move higher, trading at 104. Still, however, is in the markdown phase. Okay, don't be fooled by this intraday buying. Okay, this will get traders in the trade, and all of a sudden, right? Remember, we're in the markdown phase. So NVIDIA. I know this on the daily time frame. If you're trading intraday, yes, you might find an intraday move. Okay, but Tesla, all right, same thing here. So yes, and those were nice moves up, but this is what will get us every time, right? So we got lower highs, lower lows, okay, red candles, all right. We have support here, and then we've got lower support further down. Okay, so sell signal in Tesla. Now Facebook, it's a little different here. We got a green candle here on Facebook, and we are near resistance. Okay, so held support down here on Facebook Meta, and we are at resistance, and we have a green candle here. So if we get some more buying, break through that resistance on Facebook, we might get a buy signal. Okay, on the daily time frame. Google right here, markdown phase, not ready yet. Okay, not ready yet. A long way from that. All right, to even to start thinking about it, it would have to. This is your major support here, where it broke down, gap down, broke down. Okay, So we have to recapture. All right. Previous support becomes resistance. So this line here. All right, let's just move this up. Right here, we'd have to get all the way up here. Okay. To even consider looking at Google further here. Okay, Apple. All right, Apple, here was your sell signal with Apple here. I think we can, for right now, we'll leave this. It's got to recapture support here, which is resistance. 221, close to there at 213. Okay, that could happen, but again, we still need a buy signal. Okay, so Apple is fairly close. Microsoft, not at all. Okay, so we'd have to recapture, and it held support here, but guys, see here, lower highs, lower lows, red candles, so we could see any amount of selling, right, come back in Microsoft and break through that support. If it does that, next support level is right here where we had previous buy-in started the markup phase, which was right here and then down here also. Okay, so anywhere in here, but let's say right here. Okay, all right, so that's not, Microsoft is not close. So the only one that's close is Facebook right here, Facebook, Meta. Okay, our current positions, we had, we talked about 5 trades last night, but after looking at those trades further, we didn't send out those alerts, okay? And those were, I think I want to start with those. New Zealand yen and Aussie yen short on the 240. So let's bring that up. So you guys, our monster scalper traders, you probably noticed that we didn't send those out, okay? We talked about them, that we would probably send those out. So New Zealand yen, all right, and Aussie yen. All right, yes. So New Zealand, NZD, JPY, short. Hold on. That's the long. So NZD, we were hoping for sellers, a continuation of the short, and we weren't seeing any follow through, so we didn't send those out. That will happen sometime. So NZD, JPY. All right, so sell short signal here, and we had green candles here. All right, and we thought this would turn into a red candle and come on down, but never did. All right, so we're gonna close this. All right, so we were hoping that, so nothing there. All right, nothing there. New Zealand yen, so we didn't call it. And then the other one was Aussie yen, which I think is similar. AUD, JPY, okay. And guys, you're allowed to change your mind if it doesn't, right? Things aren't set up properly. So we were looking for, on this candle right here, to go short. All right. All right. So these are some of the pairs we missed on the first round. All right. And we were looking for to get in on this red candle here. But look here. All right. It covered here. So we never send those out. Okay. So Aussie yen and New Zealand yen. So if you guys were wondering why those alerts weren't sent out, that's why. Okay. And maybe that was kind of risky down there. We also had some shorts we were looking at sending out. In the E-mini, so the US 30, hold on. So I just want to make sure we go over these. All right, so we were looking for a short here on the 60-minute time frame right here, this short signal here. And because we were looking for a break, but after watching it for a while, guys, it just, if you guys look here, right? So we were looking for that candle to break and hold, stay close below that support level, and just didn't. See here, just didn't. And a good thing, right? Because look what happened here. All right, so we didn't call it, and partly because we just have a lot of support there. All right, so we really needed to have a convincing break of that support level to send that out. Okay, so Monster US 30, I know we talked about, sending it out, but after looking at it further, never send it out. And then the NAS 100, same thing here. So we didn't send this out, okay? And then with how the buying that's coming into equities too. Although it hasn't changed any buy signals yet, but certainly that's a concern. Okay, so we didn't call this one either, the short here. Okay, and then the last one, the S&P, we didn't call this one either. Okay, the short here. So I just wanted to make sure you guys, know why we didn't send those out. Okay. All right. It doesn't happen all the time when we, usually when we call it in the evenings, we'll send those out as alerts. But they were setting up right, but didn't break support and hold. All right. So that's why there. So you guys, now you know why. Let's see here. Okay, so current positions, longs, no longs in Monster Scalper right now on the 60-minute time frame. No shorts yet on the 60-minute time frame. Okay, so we're waiting. All right, volatility is coming back on the 60. Good volatility on the 240 and on the daily. We'll look for opportunities. We'll try the 60 long. That was an early trade long on the 60-minute with the yen pairs, and those closed fairly early. They're buying now. Again, they're moving higher. And again, because the equity markets are moving higher. Okay, so we're seeing buying coming in here on the 60, buying on the 240. All right, it'll take a while for the daily to change here. So we'll spend some time in Monster Scalper this evening. Okay, so the yen pairs, these are all yen pairs, guys, that are moving up right here. Okay, and we've got good direction, buying. But just understand these are counter trend trades, okay? Doesn't mean you can't get a nice bounce though. All right, USD MXN long on the 240-minute time frame, so the forward chart. Let's take a look here. No equities this evening, okay? No picks, no alerts in equities. All right, so USD MXN, that trade closed today. All right, so it was going really well. Good trade though. All right, buy signal was all the way down here. All right, broke the moving average here. We don't really have support here, but broke red candle sell signal by our system. So close the trade, please. Good trade. All right, so USD MXN. Close the trade, please. So no more longs in Monster Scalper on the 240. On the 240, shorts, we do have two positions. All right. Don't feel bad that we have nothing here. All right. Because we could start a new, right? We can load up again. All right, that's the goal. So we take profits on the end when the rotations end, and we wait and set up again for the next rotation. All right, so we got two shorts, pound yen, close today. All right, so this in short. So and we had two shorts in pound yen. So sold short, buy to cover. Sold short here, buy to cover for lots of pips. Okay, guys, and these are clean trades here. Broke support, sold short, broke resistance, buy to cover, broke short right here, sold short, broke support, sold short, and then right now, broke resistance right here, buy to cover. Perfect trading here by pound yen. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close it from here. All right, and then the next one, Aussie yen, also great trading. Guys, these are amazing trading. Okay. All right, by our systems. Aussie yen, so short here, the broke support. Buy to cover, broke resistance, broke support right here, so short. Buy to cover, green candles right here. All right, I know we didn't get all of the bottom right here. All right, best case scenario, guys, you guys could have gotten out somewhere in here. Okay, don't try to get all of this. Okay, all right. Even like right here, you're not going to catch the very bottom. So don't even try. Okay. All right. So Aussie yen, close the trade, please. So no trades in Monster Scalper right now, but we might find something this evening. Okay. All right. Monster Scalper long positions. Notice how empty these are. These are empty. All right, let's see how these Euro pairs are doing. EUR NZD. All right, EUR NZD. Buy signal here, holding. Euro Aussie, holding. All right, Euro CAD, holding. That's the best we can hope for right now, guys. EUR NOK, holding here in Forex. Dominator. Now, these are bigger moves. Euro Aussie, we're going to close Euro Aussie. That's just getting too close to that buy signal here. I mean, I'm sorry, pound Aussie. All right, and it's the only one. So buy signal here, right here, and it's trading right here near that buy signal. Just close it, okay? All right, USD NOK. All right, it's holding for now. You know what? We're going to close this. Based on what's happening here with that dollar index, let's close it. And it's the only one. It's not good to have the only, right? It's the only dollar pair. We like to trade these in groups. Okay. So we'll close that. Clean things up. Shorts in Forex Dominator. This is kind of like going to cash, right? To kind of clean things up, build your war chest for the next round. Yen short, so New Zealand. Let's open this up so you guys can see. All right, so New Zealand yen. All right, and thanks for sending me your success stories. We had, who was it? Monica, I think, did really well shorting. Brand new shorting did really well. NZD, JPY, right, guys? It's holding here. If you get a white candle here, you might want to close it, okay? NZD, JPY, and you can close it now. Same thing with Aussie Yen, TRY, JPY, that is holding. SGD, JPY, bounce of support here. These are very tricky here, right? I know, they're very tricky, okay, because buyers could come in and really, but this is on the daily time frame. So we can wait. But if you guys are in it, we'll hold on for educational purposes. But if you're in it, our Forex dominator traders, it's not a bad thing. I mean, you have support here, and support here. It's not a bad idea to take profits. Never a bad idea to take profits, especially when they've reached a support or resistance area. Euro yen, same thing. This one is not bad because it has a purpose, support, and resistance. Okay, so it is making lower highs, lower lows. Okay. Pound yen, it's holding. Notice how they're just bouncing up that support. And honestly, that's a very bullish. That can be a very bullish sign. Same here, same here. Okay, so no changes, but boy, keep an eye on those. NZD, CHF, Swiss made a low here and is back. All right, it's back within previous support becomes resistance. It's all the way back in the box here. Okay, we're going to close that trade. Okay, so it's all the way back here, and then you have a lot of support here, right here and here. Okay, so we'll close that, and it made a low all the way down here, and it's by itself. So NZD, CHF, so short here, buy to cover, take profits on that. All right. And the other yen pairs, just really monitor those. Don't give back too much of those profits. If you, with Forex Dominator, you could look for probably a 60-minute time frame or 240 for sell signals, to buy to cover signals to close. Okay. We only have 3 equity positions. Let's take a quick look. Not a lot going on, guys. AVXL. All right, that's holding. Got a bounce today, so we'll hold on to that. Coke is holding fine. HWKN is also holding fine. Okay. So not a lot. Quick look at Stock Boss and Bull Master. We're going to run Heat Seeker. And then we want to spend some time in Monster Scalper. Okay, so let's run Stock Boss, Heat Seeker. So 24 in Stock Boss. Let's just see what they're buying. All right. So healthcare technology, that's about it. Not a lot. All right. Bull Master. 41. Let's see what they're buying here. not much, guys. So a little bit of healthcare, communication services, technology. Okay. So no one sector is dominating. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. Bullmaster Pro though with um there's a good price action today. Boy. Um this is tempting. SN looks really good. So it is showing up in relative strength at new highs and new highs. Where else is it showing up? SN. All right, hold on. Let me want to take a look at the. Hold never mind. I want to take a look at the fundamentals, guys. We might call this one. Looks really good. Hold on. S and okay, a composite rating of 97. It's ranked number one in its category. Good earnings. Okay. All right. So we're going to call this one. All right. All right. So SN in Bull Master Pro. All right. It's almost perfect. It's got to be no guarantees, but it's got good fundamentals and just a beautiful buy signal. So it's in the markup phase. Look here, guys. All right. And, you know, the market can be bearish, but, you know, sometimes you'll find, all right, a few, not a lot, that kind of bucking the trend. And that's usually because of some really, really good fundamentals, got their own, doing their own thing. So SN bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here, and relatively not bad for Bullmaster Pro. Trading at $80 was the buy signal, close to that 85. So that buy signal came in today, gapped up. That's on the daily time frame, but look at the weekly time frame. Look at that. Look at that weekly here. And a buy signal came in this week. Look at that price action. All right. Definitely institutions are buying it, okay? And good fundamentals, a 97 rating, composite rating. And then look at the monthly. All right. So this year already it's doubled. Yeah. All right, so we'll add it. We're not adding a lot. So that is SN in Bullmaster Pro. It's right at the top here, right here, and then right here. Okay, but just know that it is, we're still bearish. So if it turns around, we have to get rid of it. So we're gonna put it here, SN. So our Bullmaster Pro traders will send that out, SN in Bullmaster Pro. Okay. All right. Monster Scalper, and then we'll be done until Sunday. All right. So we're looking for buys. This is good. Okay. So we see buyers coming in. Right, on the Aussie pair, Kiwi pair, and the yen pairs, okay? The dollar pairs, we're going to wait on those, okay? All right, I don't think that's real, Okay, so let's go through these. All right, now we want to see a buy signal on the 60, and at a minimum we want to have a white candle or green candle on. We don't necessarily need a buy signal, but at a minimum white candle on the 240. Okay. All right, or green candle on the 240. If we can get a white candle or green candle on the daily for further confirmation, that's even better. Okay. All right, so Aussie dollar, we've got a buy signal and green candles on the 240. Okay, so we might call it on both. Look at here. All right, so Aussie, look at good markdown phase, markdown accumulation, broke resistance right here, buy signal. Look at that beautiful V setting up here. So that's on the 240. And then we've got a buy signal here on the 60-minute, and we're breaking resistance here. So Aussie, AUD, USD, long on the 60 and 240. All right. Aussie, New Zealand. Okay, so Aussie, New Zealand. On the 240, we've got, all right, we got green candles, so we know buyers are in on the 240. On the daily, we've got white candles right here. You guys can see that. White candles right here. And on the 60-minute time frame, our trading window, we've got a good markdown phase, accumulation. This buy signal failed, but let's see if this one does the trick for us here. All right, so buy signal here, markdown, draw in your V, and then your markup, buy signal, looks like it wants to move higher. AUD, NZD, long on the 60-minute time frame, okay? All right, just the 60, not the 240. AUD, NZD. If this develops, we'll get a buy on the 240 eventually. Aussie, Aussie Swiss. We have buyers, no buyers on the daily, but we do have buyers on the 240. So we have buyers here, good markdown phase. Look at that, guys. Beautiful on the 240. Right, hopefully soon we'll get a buy signal on the 240. So great V here. Look at that. Okay, just wait for that buy signal if you're trading it on the 240. And on the 60-minute, all right, good markdown phase on the 60-minute. Hold on, right here. All right, first trade failed, right? These were the ones we tried. What was it? A couple of days ago? Okay, a day ago. Now we've got a new buy signal here, breaking resistance. And hopefully the second time works. So AUD, Swiss CHF, long on the 60-minute in Monster Scalper. Aussie CAD, same thing. Buyers are on the 240. We've got a white candle coming in on the daily, and we don't have much of a markdown phase, so we're looking to just break through that resistance, get out of that consolidation here. Okay, so a little tricky trade, but looks like it wants to break out. So Aussie, and it's going with the group. Okay, so let's hope the group pulls it along. Aussie CAD on the 60-minute. Okay. All right, and Kiwi, New Zealand, dollar, no buy signal. The 240 is shaping up, daily is shaping up. So our monster scalper traders, keep an eye on the buy signal. All it needs is a buy signal there. New Zealand dollar. All right. And if New Zealand dollar, Aussie dollar move higher, guys, these dollar pair, right, these dollar pairs will move lower. That's why don't trust this right now. Okay. New Zealand Swiss buy signal here on the 60-minute time frame, looking to break through that resistance. Good markdown phase on the 240. Buyers are coming in. Look here. Higher lows, higher lows. I know these are green here. I mean, they're red, but we're still making higher lows. Okay. So wait for that 240, but we do have a buy signal right here. All right. You might want to go light. If it breaks through, then perhaps scale up. So NZD CHF. Long on the 60-minute time frame. And then New Zealand CAD. All right, no buy signal here. So New Zealand dollar, wait. New Zealand CAD, wait. And New Zealand Swiss, we have a buy signal. And if it fails, right, if it fails, we'll get a sell signal somewhere in here. Just close the trade, okay? Hopefully it breaks out. ZAR yen, so the yen pairs. ZAR yen looks good, guys, okay? So good markdown phase. This is when we tried it first, right here, okay? So we just need to wait for a buy signal here. All right, dollar yen, we have a buy signal on the 60, on the 240. We've got white candles, no green candles, but that's sufficient. All right, good markdown phase, previous buy, next buy here. I mean, it's too bad. The first buy signals on those failed. We got sell signals, and you know, they were either really small loss or really small profit. But sometimes that will happen with the first move, okay, out of some selling. But we have a new buy signal here. So a lot of times when this happens, we'll give up on the trade. We can't do that, guys, because, right, that next trade might be the one. So USD, JPY, long on the 60-minute, all right, in Monster Scalper, USD JPY. Let's see here. Wait for a buy signal, TRY. SGD, so SGD, JPY. Now, these are still counter, well, might not be counter trend trades yet. All right, SGD, JPY, good markdown, buy signal here. That came in right on the hour. And on the 240, we've got, look at that. These trades on the 240, guys, if they can move back even up to this area here, that's 800 pips. So our monster scalper traders, right, you guys really need to pay attention to these trades, right? Yes, right, you did really well shorting it, but you can do really well, right? Really good going taking them back up, right? If that happens, all right, they're setting up really nice. So SGD, JPY, and we'll watch these on the 240. So on the 60-minute, here is your buy signal. Here's your markdown phase. So SGD, JPY, all right, 60-minute. Did I do that one already? NZD, JPY, no buy signal there. HKD, JPY, same thing here. HKD, JPY, long on the 60-minute. All right. Pound yen. All right. Good buy signal here. Clean buy signal. All right. All right. On pound yen on the 60, and we have white candles on the daily. That's enough. Okay. Good markdown phase. So pound yen. GBP, JPY, long on the 60-minute time frame. Okay. Right right here. Euro yen, wait for that buy signal. On the 240, guys, we look good. We got a green candle on that 240. And if we bring this, I'm telling you, these are setting up really, really nice on the 240. Good markdown phase there. Really good markdown phase. Here is your V. And look at that. Just moving up nicely here. Higher lows. And all we need is a break. We'll call resistance right about here. Guys, this is how you should be setting up and just wait patiently, right? All right. All right, so green candle coming in here. If you get a nice break here on that 240, that's a buy signal. Okay. EUR, JPY, and wait for the 60-minute for your buy signal. So no buy signal yet on EUR, JPY. Swiss yen, not ready. CAD yen, buy signal on CAD yen. All right, so markdown phase, accumulation, buy signal right here. Okay, I know it's hard to see. And on the 240, same thing. Look at that. All right, if these are like rubber bands, if they just snap back, you can get all the way back up here. And that's almost 1,000 pips. Crazy, right? Crazy. These dropped quite a ways. So you trade short them, make money short, make money long. Sounds easy, right? CAD yen, CAD, JPY, long on the 60-minute time frame. And last one, all right, Aussie yen has a buy signal. Okay, so buy signal on the 60. Again, here's your markdown phase. That's your discount. And here we are. Look at that 240. Oh my goodness. Beautiful markdown phase on the 240. Breaking resistance here. So monster scalper traders, you guys should be all over these. Watching these on the 240. And you can trade on both time frames. Nothing wrong with that. All right, and that's for a lot of pips there. All right, so notice how, right, here is your V. And the goal is to hopefully get all the way back up here. So traded it short. That's why, guys, it pays to be patient, okay? And that's why you clean things up, right? Clear it out. Take those profits, take those losses, clear things out for the next move, okay? They'll come. They'll come. All right, so moving up nicely, breaking resistance here. A buy signal will come in here, but wait for that buy signal if you're trading monster scalper, okay? So Aussie, I like the trades on the 60 minutes, but boy, they're setting up really nice on the 240. AUD, JPY. So even if you don't trade consistently on the 240, right, doesn't matter, right? You can still put something together on that time frame. We're not going to do anything with the dollar, euro, or pound pairs, okay? All right, guys. Bitcoin, take a quick look at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is at 61,000. No buy signal, okay, on the daily time frame. All right, the last buy signal we had on the daily was back in, was that January, March, April or so? Okay, it's got to get past. It's got to make new highs to get a buy signal. Okay, so if you trade, if you want aware of what it's doing, and you traded it, long or short, you'd lost money. That's why we do this. Okay, so whoever, if they're trading it, if they're buying and holding and they've been in it for a long time, that's one thing. But if they've been trading it, anyone's been trading Bitcoin, even on a smaller time frame, right? Since April, they haven't done well, because it hasn't, even before April. Let's see here, since February, right? Look at that. It hasn't done anything since February, guys. Look at that. Nothing here. Okay, so nothing to do there. All right. So I'm done. Okay, I'm done. So we've cleaned things up. Lots of good shorts. Okay, so in those yen pairs, and that's where we're seeing a lot of the volatility right now, specifically in the yen pairs. So great shorts, but now they're looking like, for right now, they want to move higher. Okay, so take advantage of those opportunities. Okay, guys, thank you guys for coming. I'll see everyone on Sunday. Okay, if you need me for anything, all right, I'm available, coaching, anything. All right, Asian market just opened up. That's that noise there. Okay, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take care. Have a good weekend. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.